Race Weekend is brought to you by Phoenix Fuels.
Make every trip come alive with Phoenix Fuels, now with Pulse technology.
The 2018 National Slalom Series ended its most exciting season ever, with reigning Slalom King Milo Rivera still prevailing in leg 12. This was only fitting as 2018 was one of the most successful seasons for slalom in years. Race Weekend was there to cover the highlights of the last slalom event of the season.
National Slalom Series has come into its final leg as we are back again here in Robinson Star Mills. With Milo Rivera already securing the championship in the previous leg, who else are we excited to see on top today? Let's go check it out. It's the final day of slalom racing for 2018 and the air of excitement felt in the first leg permeates the parking lot of Robinson Star Mills in Pampanga, along with the welcome roar of revving engines, the squeal of tires and brakes, and the smell of smoking hot lubricants. As was true throughout this 2018 slalom season, the number of entries, participants, and spectators seems to have never gone down, only up. And it's a busy parking lot with the PA calling for the next driver to the starting gate and calling out the time of the preceding driver. Bing Bang Dulce of Race Motorsports Club cannot help but be proud and happy for how the slalom season has grown in both excitement and participation, especially with the rise in the number of younger entries signing up to race at each round.
Well, you've witnessed our growth in the slalom series. We have a lot of young racers that joined us for this year, and we have as young as 9 years old. And well, they've started at least for the first 2 or 3 years already, and they still continue to grow in participating in our National Slalom Series.
Bing Bang Dulce maintains she has not heard of misgivings or complaints from the public over her series allowing children to compete with grown-ups in slaloms, and that she will continue to accept even prepubescents as long as their parents ride with them during their turns on the slalom course.
As long as they know how to handle the car and they have the parental guidance, of course, from the parents or the guardians, we're gladly welcome to have them to participate in our slalom series.
That the National Slalom Series will continue to welcome underage drivers to compete in the slalom should be good news to girls like 14-year-old Lay Sarmiento, who appears to be having the time of their lives competing among adults.
Okay naman po, pero ngayon starting ko pa lang first year ko, then third leg ako nag-start, so first yung performance ko, feeling ko okay naman so far.
The 2018 National Slalom Series has also seen a bigger number of women getting behind the wheels of slalom prep, cars with racing seats, 4-point harnesses, and special handbrakes to help them make those tight turns so vital to making great times like Krishna Nevada.
So far, I did well naman, but there are some that siguro I did. It wasn't my best run, but overall, I did good naman.
It's the end of the season, but already Krishna, like most of the slalom enthusiasts you've made this year such an awesome year for motorsports, is looking forward to another year of racing, and the girl has ambitions.
Yeah, we do. Next year again. Hopefully, yes. And then, hopefully, international na rin. I'm quite excited to run the international Gymkhana.
There are many like Krishna among slalom enthusiasts who are already looking forward to the next season of racing, all looking to improve and level up in competition, like Rod Chang.
Well, as of the moment, there are a lot of new drivers entering the competition, and hopefully by next year I'll be able to upgrade to my new car setup. As you can see, I'm driving a sedan, single overhead cam. Medyo underdog tayo doon sa mga hatchbacks and double overhead cam. So hopefully by next year we'll be able to upgrade to a new car.
This group includes JB Polintan, who is looking to get back into racing after a long hiatus, and who is not about to let this season's struggle stop him from preparing for the next one.
This season, I'm struggling. I'm just struggling because I'm trying to get back how to race again after more than 10 years ago.
And JP is not shy about asking the top guns for secrets to better times on the slalom course.
It's easy, you just go to the professionals. Go to the better players and ask them for help. Like Milo Rivera, Carlos Anton, Jevoy Moreno. If you approach them, they will teach you everything. Of course, not everything. They have secrets also.
2018 shows local motorsports, slaloms included, is on an upsurge in popularity and participation. And one of the reasons could be that there are heroes to emulate whose accomplishments become benchmarks for those aspiring to become heroes themselves. In slaloms, it's Milo Rivera who dominated the sport in years. And he's the man targeted by up-and-coming drivers, and this year, the up-and-comers have made it tough for Milo to keep his crown. The penultimate leg confirmed who would be the 2018 Slalom King, and still, it's Milo Rivera. The final leg, on the other hand, saw Paui Base as a novice champion for the year.
Well, I have to say this is probably the hardest year I've had. Going up against guys who are very up-and-coming, with very powerful cars and very improving talents. Coupled with some problems with the car early on in the year, which expanded all throughout, almost at the end as well. So at that, it was such a challenging season, but we're very thankful and praise God that we were able to come out with a championship nonetheless.
But after nearly a decade in slaloms, Milo is hinting at ending his run in parking lot racing and making a serious go at circuit racing, or probably race abroad.
Well, you know, I've been racing slalom for the longest time. I think 9 years to be exact. We've had some ups and downs. We had 5 championships already, including this, so we're really grateful for the adventure. But I guess it came to a point where we have to tell ourselves we have to do something different. The car, for one, is just having a hard time already. It's very hard to box with bigger boxers like the Hondas of nowadays. And because of that, we had to make some and even a lot of improvements just to get it better. And that's where the problems arose. So with that, the car is just too much. The car is just taking its toll already. Me, as a driver, I just want to try something new. Probably race abroad or go back to circuit racing. You just never know. But for the meantime, I do think that the Green Starlet is going for a quick rest for a while.
With Milo Rivera out of slaloms, the door is open for others to become king, and who does he see taking up his crown?
You can never rule out Inigo, who's been my main competitor for the whole year. He's been blistering fast. He's getting one with a car. His car is quick as hell. So we can never rule him out. We also have Jevoy, who's finally gotten things together with his car and being able to perfect it with his driving. Also Stefano, who's probably going to make a serious return to slalom next year, so we can never rule it out. And you can also have to include Paui, Vegel, and all the other novice drivers. So much is at stake. I think with me gone, it's going to be heavy, but at the same time, it's also an opportunity for the others to make a name for themselves and be a national slalom champion.
Estefano Rivera may be looking to take up the challenge of keeping the Slalom King title within the family.
For this season, actually I didn't really compete that much. I had different races throughout the year. I didn't really perform that well, but yeah, every slalom race naman was a very good experience. So I can say, yeah, it was a good season, but maybe next year we can battle out for the championship.
Then there's Paui Base, who has made it his mission in 2018 to become the novice champion. It has also been a tough year for the aspiring champion, and the final leg of the slalom should make it all the hard work worthwhile.
I guess as a team we're doing well since we're leading in the novice today. Actually, we have some assurance now since we only have to finish first or second in the novice to be able to clinch the title. So I hope we can continue up our good work and as we go through the years of slalom racing.
After topping the novice class, it should be obvious to everyone what is next to Paui's sights.
We plan to go after the top, like Slalom King. We just have to make sure that we get the novice today first.
Meanwhile, Bingbang Dulce is working to make slalom even more popular, even more accessible to everyone, and widening its reach, and all the while looking to provide more incentives to get people into slalom racing.
Yeah, I'd like to invite everyone for our 2019 Race Motorsports Club Phoenix National Slalom Series. Tentatively, we shall start on March 9. But first and foremost, I would like to thank everyone who have supported us for the year 2018. Indeed, it was a very successful year for all of us. We had a lot of participants, a lot of spectators. Everybody enjoyed our events for this year. And I'm hoping that we are welcome for more sponsors for next year. And we are welcome for new drivers, young and old alike. We also have senior citizens, executive class who would like to participate. And we are also so open. We should be holding by next year. Probably our tentative for the team awards for next year. And also we shall be having also executive classes for the not so young at hearts. So we hope that you do participate, you join us, and you do support us once again for 2019.
The 2018 slalom calendar might be over, but we're all looking forward to what's ahead of the series come 2019. Thank you for tuning in every week and for the continued support. This is Ray Louie Gamboa. See you next time.
It will be another long wait for the next season to begin, but Race Motorsports Club's Bing Bang Dulce promises to make the wait all worthwhile, and we are sure she will live up to her promise.
This week's feature on Race Weekend has been brought to you by Phoenix Fuels.
Make every trip come alive with Phoenix Fuels, now with Pulse technology. These are the Fuel Masters. Every time they're on the court, it's high performance. Every time I'm on the road, I can also expect high performance from Phoenix Fuels. We made it! The next generation Phoenix Fuels, now with Pulse technology, delivers enhanced power and acceleration to make every trip come alive.